Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 663. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and currently, I wanted to do this by myself for a few minutes because I wanted to talk about my reaction to Marvel's Captain America Civil War, okay? As you know, guys, I took off the weekend. I saw the movie yesterday. I went with my kids to see it, and I absolutely loved it, okay? I loved it how they perfected, finally, a way to put so many superheroes together where everybody was represented appropriately, and it was funny, and it was serious, and the way they interacted with each other, I loved it. There was one little thing, maybe two, that bothered me, but overall, I let it go for the overall experience. The two things that bothered me was the fact that Baron Zemo was nothing like his comic book counterpart. And by comic book standards was horrible. But in the movie standards, he was good because he was just a normal person that was able to manipulate the situation to get what he wanted and use his brain, okay? Psychology with these people, with these superheroes. So on one hand, from the comic book aspects of him being Baron Zemo from the comics, it was horrible. If they would have called him a different name or something, it would have been maybe appropriate, but they used the Baron Nemo name. So, again, I kind of feel that they did a Mandarin type of thing. But it did not affect my enjoyment of the movie. There was one other thing that, and as you know, guys, first and foremost, I'm a Spider-Man fan. So I got to say that I was getting a little weary of the talking about Spider-Man like he's an annoyance type of kid, where it's not like the seriousness. I was getting a little concerned because I'm like, well, yes, he's the jokester and everything, but they're playing him off like he's a joke. Not that he's the jokester, but like he's a joke. You know, he's supposed to joke around with people and defeat them, you know, as villains, but at the same time be serious. Well, they made the age kind of so young that it was like they were talking to him like he was a rookie as a kid, and I understand he just got his powers, and for 6 months he was Spider-Man. But I had a little problem with that, a little worried, okay? Hopefully my mind will, everything will change when we have the Spider-Man movie. I just don't want it to become what the animated thing is, where basically, like the cartoon right now, they have the S.H.I.E.L.D. training him and the superheroes training him. And I really don't want it to be where this generation coming in, seeing Spider-Man for the first time, think that that's how it is, really. So I have a problem with that. And I also have a problem with how could you get serious in Spider-Man movies with these villains if they're going to take him not serious because he's like a kid. So I'm a little concerned with that. But overall, besides that aspect, I thought Tom Holland was fantastic. I thought it was amazing. He played it awesome. Marissa Tomei was unbelievable. It was such a good scene with Robert Downey Jr. with Tom Holland and Marissa Tomei. I felt, oh my God, this is something that's going to spin off into Spider-Man Homecoming. But I liked that. I also liked it that he felt like Spider-Man was his kid and he thought he was dead. Spoilers, guys, spoilers. And he's like, all right, stand down. You're done, or I'll tell Aunt May. I like, again, spoiler warning again, I like that Ant-Man became Giant Man. I thought that really made everything awesome. I also like that Ant-Man went inside Tony's armor. Freaked him out a little bit. I liked how the Vision went through Giant Man. That was great. So there was so many different things I loved about the movie. I loved the fact that Scarlet Witch and Vision have this connection. And I guess Vision sees Tony Stark as like a father figure. So he's listening to everything that Tony Stark does. I did have a problem with the fact that they really shouldn't have imprisoned Scarlet Witch, like house arrest. You know, she went to save Cap and it was a mistake. And I feel that, you know, that is a problem. I mean, because Tony Stark should have looked at it in a sense where, you know, I had created weapons killed people. I'm not going to put myself on the house arrest because was negligent into that belief. But now, how could I put Scarlet Witch on the house arrest? So I wasn't really feeling the ego and that aspect. I hated the fact that we saw Avengers treated like common criminals, and it made the government, like the U.S. government and all these governments, hated, where maybe they're not the good guys because they got so manipulated by Baron Zemo that they really should rescind the, you know, the whole paperwork with the, you know, the Accords. How could you let, like, Baron Zemo get in there and do that Winter Soldier? So I was like, no. I loved Winter Soldier. I thought the twist was really good with him being the one that killed Tony Stark's mother and father. And I thought, oh, what are we going to happen? What's going to happen now? I do see that the team is fractured, and they need to have something that's going to bring them together. And I think that the Thanos thing will bring them together with Infinity War. But I do at the same time see them being two separate Avengers teams. I see one being led by Captain America and one being led by Iron Man. They may call them the West Coast Avengers, even though it was Hawkeye that formed the West Coast Avengers in the comic. It's just different, so I think that they're going to make Captain America be the head of West Coast Avengers, and I think that this whole, you know, Accords thing is going to go away because, you know, the person that signed it was Black Widow, Tony Stark, I believe Vision. So I think that that's going to just be wiped because they really can't have themselves handcuffed. Even Tony Stark went against the own ruling, that whole thing he signed by not letting him know. So he doesn't even obey it either. So if he doesn't obey it, why the hell he sign it? Because that means he cannot interfere until they tell him he can interfere, even as Iron Man. And that was something that I was kind of finding in disbelief because at any time he wants to go flying around an Iron Man, he can't do it. So I think that that's going to go away rather quickly. So overall, I give it I would say it's above a 9. I'm going to say a little bit above a 9. I'm not going to say 9.5, but I still like. I think it's the best Captain America movie, so I'm going to give it a 9 for now. But go see it. Marvel Civil War, fantastic movie. I mean, it's only going to get better. And Captain America is basically going to have another movie, I'm sure. So that's what you got to do. Now, as far as this whole thing coming out with Batman versus Superman Fallout, okay? There's all these articles coming out every day for past week or so that Ben Affleck's not happy. Ben Affleck, I guess, wants this whole thing to blow over. He wants the control, I guess, to go away from Zack Snyder. I am not against them replacing Zack Snyder. I think they need to do it soon. All due respect, but that's not the direction we need to go for the DC Cinematic Universe. And overall, that's not what everyone wants, the majority. So to appease the comic book fans, the majority that have spoken that had made this not a success, I think that Zack Snyder needs to go, and good luck to him whatever he's going to do. This vision of the DC Cinematic Universe needs to dramatically change. Having a cyborg movie that really nobody's interested in. And, I would have preferred a Man of Steel 2 and a Batman movie rather than have an Aquaman movie. It's not to say there shouldn't be an Aquaman movie, but I don't think we're ready for an Aquaman movie. And I don't think it's right to have a Flash movie either, being that we really have the Flash established on TV. So I think that they need to focus on characters that are not established, like, Green Lantern they should establish for a movie. And some Batman movies, not one. And I'm also leaning towards 2 Superman movies, not one. So that's what I want, of course. Marvel's doing it right when it comes to the superheroes fighting each other. And, they're going to do it right with Infinity War or Infinity Gauntlet, whatever you're going to call it. I think Marvel's in the right direction to have Black Panther. Definitely deserves a movie. He's getting a movie. Probably going to get sequels, I'm sure. Black Widow absolutely needs a movie. I think they could have did better explanation on the Hulk and Thor. They really didn't say, why are they together missing or whatever. But we'll see that, of course, in Thor Ragnarok. What else can I say? The fact that the Inhumans movie was rescheduled, I think, is a good thing. And I also think that Inhumans needs to be pulled further. I mean, right now they're establishing the Inhumans in, Marvel's S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I think that's kind of like, I don't know if they're allowed to use it because I think that the TV and the Marvel Cinematic Universe are butting heads. And I think that if you listen to Josh Whedon, it's kind of like another universe on TV because, in the TV parallel universe, I guess, Coulson's alive, and according to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he'll never come back. So I think that's something to pay attention to because it may not be completely connected as the same universe, just so you know. So I think of the Marvel TV, Peggy Carter, Agent Carter is connected, obviously, to the movies. But I really think that there needs to be something done with the S.H.I.E.L.D. show. I really wish, Coulson was reintroduced into the movies because I think that would work out because it's ridiculous how they don't know he's alive for all these years now. So, rather than make it where it might be a different universe because the head guy said so, Josh Whedon, when it concerns Coulson, I think that they do need to put him in the movies, especially an Avengers movie, especially Infinity War. So that's that. I watched Fear of the Walking Dead, and I got to say it's still slow, man. It is beyond slow. I don't know how they're doing Talking Dead, where with the count and the this and that. It's just, I've gave it so many chances, and I was going to stop watching it, but I gave it so many chances, and it's just not fast enough. It's like they have no budget for it. It's about why can't we see walkers? I don't understand. That's what it is, walkers. So why aren't we seeing walkers? Why is it going to be just barely seeing walkers and barely? They cannot be on the boat all this time. They got to have fuel. Where are they getting the fuel from? That's, that's got to run out. So, it is different that it's on the boat rather than on land, but how long can you do it for? And the ratings are dropping. And to me, the characters are just not, I don't really have that care for these characters like I do for Rick and Daryl and Michonne and Carol and Glenn and Maggie and, Morgan and Abraham and Rosita and Sasha, and Tara. Father Gabriel. These characters, I'm like, oh, all right. It's I mean, they've grown on me a little bit, but it's not like Walking Dead, and it's sad because, I do believe, like, of everybody watching Walking Dead, like, half my friends are not watching Fear the Walking Dead. Skipping it. Not even, I'm waiting for Rick. All right. So, that's the way it is. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see where everybody's at. And see if anybody's going to come on now. I just saw Game of Thrones, and, of course, I love Game of Thrones. I think it's doing fantastic. I'm loving the season how, and spoilers, here we go, Jon Snow is alive. I love that. I love what happened tonight, that he just killed the people that killed him. Done. Because that's what he needs to do. There's no weakness here. I mean, I got creeped out. It was kind of creepy that when I asked him, what'd you see when you died? He's like, nothing. I'm like, oh, man, that's, like, scary. That's like, oh, my God, like, it's a nightmare. But, odds are that he's not supposed to remember anything from outside of that body there. So that was cool seeing Aya also getting her sight back. Pretty happy about that. So it's shaping up to where I want it to go. Khaleesi basically needs to get back in control and be the queen again. The Lannisters need to get in control and kill that friggin' guy. Let's get on with it. Wipe him out, and that whole group. Then it's just going to get serious, especially with their White Walkers and stuff like that. So, dying for that. What else could I say? This whole Supergirl nonsense is kind of pissing me off because I don't understand how they say it was canceled. Well, actually, no, they never said it was canceled. They said it was granted a second season. So we did a cast on. I'm like, great, Supergirl's second season coming. And then this article saying it's not renewed. And I'm like, but it was renewed. They said it was renewed. And then they're saying, well, we did say it was renewed, but we don't know if we could afford the episodes because the ratings weren't that great. It's like they're second-guessing themselves. And I'm like, you know what? This is friggin' ridiculous because, like, I don't like this inconsistency. You said it's renewed. It's renewed. You signed the contract. That's it. Let's go. Okay? Don't stop pulling this garbage like, maybe we should cancel. Maybe we should. So guess what? The main actress, I guess she signed on for a movie. She can't wait. This is ridiculous. Why are you making these people wait? Like, that's not fair, man. I mean, new season starts in September. Let's go. So this nonsense about, oh, is it canceled? Is it not canceled? You made a decision. It's not canceled. You made a decision. It was second season. Honor your damn decision, CBS. Pay for the damn episodes. Suck it up. And if you have to cancel it after the full run of season 2, so be it. But, grow a pair of balls. And stop being a bunch of wussies like maybe there's a way out policy, okay? You basically threw money into the show, and now that it doesn't fail, maybe the ratings ain't what you think it's going to be, but it didn't fail. So, put up or shut up, man. Put your friggin' money where your mouth is. Give them the episodes for season 2, and don't bring it to the CW yet. And I'm going to tell you why you can't go to the CW yet, okay? If there's no other choice, okay, go to CW. But the moment it goes to CW, okay, the budget's going to be cut, and then you're going to have episodes where, like, Supergirl can't be super. Okay, it's not like, Arrow or The Flash. Like, she has all these different powers. She has to fly around. She has to use the heat vision. She has to use the cold breath. It's super. She runs to speed. I mean, there's so many things. Super strength. They don't have the budget for it, man. So you're going to have a product that's not going to be as good as there was on CBS, and we can't have that. So let's try to get it back on CBS. And also, if you move it to filming, they say it's going to be different, and not really looking forward to that. So other than that, what else does Matrix Lord have to say? Well, got to play some Dark Souls 3. Yes, got to play some PS4 action. I've been on a little bit PS4 a little bit because the kids took systems home, but I brought it back. Got to play some Dark Souls. Like that game. I also like the new Ratchet and Clank kind of reboot style remake, whatever the hell you want to call it. The graphics were great. I liked the feel of it. So I started playing 2 video games this weekend. That was awesome. So Civil War. That was awesome. Still have to watch Penny Dreadful. 2 episodes. Still have to watch 2 episodes of Talking Dead, because what I basically do now is I watch Game of Thrones at 9, and then I watch the replay. I watch the recording DVR of Fear the Walking Dead, and then I kind of save Talking Dead for another time. Finally we got guests. Steampunk Stories. How are you? We are live, sir. This is the Everything Show.
Oh,
How you doing today?
Okay, just me and you?
Just me and you, man. We are live. How you been?
Well, you have a safe trip home.
I'm doing okay.
All right. So, have you seen Captain America: Civil War? No.
Not yet. I don't see it till Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday you're gonna go see it. Do you have any news for us about any comic book conventions or anything like that?
I plan on going to Anime Expo next month, and then in June, the Anime Expo is going to have to tailgate because I got denied for a press badge. It's really hard to get a press badge at Anime Expo because it's 85,000 plus people, and it's the largest anime convention in the United States.
I see.
And it's as big as Dragon Con, but for anime. And I like it just because of the cosplay. So I'm going to do the same thing I did last year, and I'm just going to tailgate. And then in June is E3 Expo. That's the world's largest video game convention.
Yes, I know.
And I'm applying for a press badge, and I've got pre-approval, but I got to wait to get final approval when I go there. But if worse comes to worse, I can just tailgate E3 Expo like I did last year. I know how to sneak into that one.
That's pretty cool.
But and then in Long Beach Comic Expo in September. But that's about it.
Okay.
And then and then Kamikaze in November.
Okay. So now we heard that the Star Trek is being filmed finally. The Star Trek's TV series.
Oh, cool.
So very excited about that news. I really hope that CBS changes their mind and it puts it on the network rather than put it on All Access, because that's a bad move. But
well, I mean, if with any luck, I'll just watch it on Footlong.
Right.
Be okay. I won't have to pay for CBS All Access.
Yeah. Daniel.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
Okay.
We're on the Everything Show. I wanted to talk to you about your reaction to the fact that CBS had started filming the Star Trek TV series.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
No, it's going to start this fall, not now.
No, it started filming now.
Well, I mean, the show hasn't started yet, Daniel. The production has started.
The production has started, Daniel.
Oh.
So it's going, bro. It's starting. No,
What's
it's
the
starting.
difference?
No, it's not going to air until, I guess, December, right?
Wait, the production started now with the actors and stuff?
Yeah, they're getting together.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very common thing, Daniel. I mean, they typically will film a show 6 months before it airs.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I thought they would start filming in the fall.
No, they can't film in the fall because it's going to air in December.
No, they can't air until January.
Yeah, but they still can't. Okay, but I thought they were going to air one episode in December and then, okay. But even if it airs in January, it still has to be filmed now.
Now? Where did this come from? I never heard this.
Daniel, there was an article. You want me to get it? I'll get it. Hold on.
It's common, Daniel. Sometimes they'll even film a year in advance before something's released.
I'll get it for you right now.
So they're now?
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that.
Well, I hope there's some leaked set photos. I would like to see some of the set photos.
Hold on. Okay.
If you can see like leaked set photos, then that would give you an idea of what it's going to be like, the configuration of the show. Is it going to be starship centric, or is it going to be, like Deep Space Nine?
You know, I gotta tell you, I went on Foot Locker today and I started watching Star Trek Next Generation Encounter at Farpoint, and I just wanted to feel a little nostalgic, for like the late '80s, early '90s, and because I remember watching that show in the '90s, I gotta tell you, I got so bored in like I don't know, we got to the part where Q turned into like a communist guy and he was talking, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so bored.
Well,
I turned it off.
He didn't turn into a communist guy. He turned into a judge. That's his whole outfit. He's an early.
No. I mean, a communist guy. When he was like, you got to go back and put an end to communism, shit like that.
No, he was a military officer. He had a military officer's uniform. I actually like Encounter at Farpoint. I thought it aged pretty well. I watched it recently this year.
Right. So Daniel,
oh my god, what's that episode called? The one where Locutus was on? That was a good one.
Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2.
Yes.
Which is also fan favorite.
I wish they had more. I'm sorry, Joe.
Just to clarify, let me just clarify with the TV series. They are, like we said, they are getting ready. They are production underway, building sets, stuff like that. That's what they're doing. As far as filming actual episodes, that will be in the fall. But they're starting production now, meaning they're building the ship and the sets and all the stuff that they're going to use. So they're getting the scripts together, finishing off stuff, and that's what's happening.
Oh, so they're not filming now.
They're not filming, but the production is getting underway for different.
Yeah, exactly. So they would have said they would have said
right,
because they would have said if they were going to film, because they're going to film in
right.
September.
It's at the level of Star Trek Phase 2. Star Trek Phase 2 did a few test shots, but they got some scripts together, but they've never actually filmed a single episode.
Daniel, did you see Civil War?
Find any information about this.
Daniel, did you see Civil War?
Nope, I don't want to see it.
Why?
I just don't care for the Marvel universe. It's so boring.
Oh my God, you're out of your mind.
No, to me.
It looks so
out of your mind, dude.
It looks so exciting. I will tell you this: it is getting really good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's got 91%.
I saw it, and I gotta say, it's like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen. So many characters, story's amazing. Daniel, you have to see it, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm more focused on the DC universe. I grew up with DC, and I like the DC.
Everybody goes to see different things, man. What does it go? Spend the $10 to go to the movies?
But Daniel,
if he doesn't have Thor in there, I'm not going to see. I mean, I like Thor. If it was Thor 3, I would be running to see that.
No, dude, go see it. Stop it already. Come on, you got to go see it, dude.
Yeah, I gotta go see it on cheap.
But Daniel, Batman versus Superman sucks. So you gotta watch it because you gotta.
Dude, do you want to see how superheroes fight? Go see Civil War. They do it right, dude. They do it right. The character's exact.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I should go see it. I don't want to see Sharon Carter. She's hot.
Okay. If that makes you go see Civil War, why not? All right. That's fun. So, other than that, anybody see any shows today? Game of Thrones, Fear the Walking Dead, anything? Everybody took.
All I can say is Emilia Clarke has some really nice movies.
All right.
So you're not caught up on Legends. You're not caught up on Arrow. Oh.
No. I'm caught up. I'm caught up on the Flash, but I still got stuff to work out. But we're going to talk about that another time, though. I don't want to talk about that tonight because I had stuff planned to talk about on the Everything Show. So I just want to. I want to go over stuff that I was planning. So let's see here. I wanted to talk about. Where's my notes? Excuse me a minute.
Yeah, they're probably.
Steampunk, could you mute for a second?
Sure.
All right. Only because it's getting loud and I can't. You got it, bro? Okay, good. All right. So, want to talk about Civil War is so far around 678 million worldwide. Okay.
Is that good?
That is phenomenal. It's probably going to be 700 million maybe by tomorrow. So that is just unfriggin' believable numbers.
I hope.
Yeah,
I hope,
they're
I hope
predicting. They're predicting that it'll surpass the first Avengers.
It would definitely surpass Batman versus Superman by far. And I think it would definitely be in the $1 billion club. How high it will be. Well, let me see. It probably will beat the other Captain America movies. The Captain America Winter Soldier. Let me get the numbers on that. And then we can see.
Well, Joe, I had a question for you without spoilers because I definitely plan on seeing it for $8 Tuesday. But did it feel more like a Captain America movie or did it feel like Avengers 2.5?
No, it felt like a Captain America movie. It didn't. To me, it's all about Cap. That's basically the whole thing was about him and Bucky and with the Winter Soldier. It was revolved around him. Everybody was just part of it. But it was a Captain America movie, absolutely.
Because the vibe I got from all the trailers, it felt like Avengers 2.5.
It was the whole story was revolving around Cap's relationship with Winter Soldier as Bucky and everybody siding with Cap or siding with Iron Man. It was basically a Captain America movie. And it basically is going to be destroying the worldwide numbers of Captain America 2 in about 2 days because Captain America Winter Soldier did 714 million. So it's basically on its way to crushing that by far. So I'm very happy.
Would you say that it's the best Captain America movie?
Yes, I would say it's the best Captain America movie. It is the best Marvel movie right now.
Really? The best Marvel movie? Even better than the first Avengers? Wow.
Well, see, the thing is that it's on caliber with the first Avengers. I love first Avengers, but I really enjoyed this because it had so many characters and so many different things going on. Spider-Man was in it, so for me, that was a big thing. So I got my way with that. But yeah, I think that this is going to be the box office. I can't even calculate how good it's going to be because it's already.
It's your favorite MCU movie. My favorite MCU movie, I'll find out on Tuesday if they've changed, is the first Iron Man movie.
Right.
And my second favorite would be Avengers.
Yeah, my second favorite would be Avengers. But the first Avengers. Yes. So again, you have to see this movie because it is that damn good.
No, I'm excited. I plan on seeing it Tuesday. I can't afford to spend $20, but I can afford to spend $8.
Right. And Shane Black's Predator movie sets October shoot date. So they're going to start filming Predator, the new Predator movie, which that's good.
Not excited about that at all.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it, so he should be.
Oh, is that a sequel?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's not a reboot.
So round two for Arnie. Cool.
Yeah. So, again, sticking with Marvel, I'm very excited about Doctor Strange. I think that's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait for Thor 3.
I really hope Phase 4 is going to be Infinity War.
I got all Predatored out.
No,
when they did the Aliens versus Predator movies, I got sick of Predator.
Yeah, I know. But they're going to vindicate the Predator franchise with the new Shane Black.
Are you ever going to do Secret Wars?
I think that is not going to be the theme for Phase 4. I think that there's going to be something else. But down the pipeline, they probably could. So we shall see.
Yeah, I think the Inhumans was going to be a Phase 4 movie, but they're not doing that anymore.
No. I do want to say there was somebody that put this crazy article out on Facebook that the person that did this article, and I got to say that I'm very disappointed that somebody would put this nonsense out there, but somebody's trying to boycott X-Men Apocalypse. And I am 100% against that person because that person is not does not know the situation with Marvel and 20th Century Fox enough or at all to make all these crazy demands and things. He doesn't know what Marvel's doing to the X-Men and the comics and destroying them and all this to praise the Inhumans. So I love that 20th Century Fox, what they've done with the X-Men movies. And I am a Marvel fan of the comics. I've read it, and I'm happy with Days of Future Past. And I think that the X-Men movies are no way are they ever going to be leaving 20th Century Fox anytime soon. So this guy, if he would have said Fantastic Four, I would have said he's correct. But as far as X-Men goes, no. There hasn't been anything to make me feel that the X-Men movies need to be moved in the 20th century. And Marvel willingly gave him up, so they shouldn't be able to get it back.
Well, I'm excited for X-Men Apocalypse. It looks like it's going to be really good. And it's directed by Bryan Singer. Bryan Singer knows how to treat the characters right. He was a fan of the comics, and you can tell.
Right.
And so he stays true to the core of the characters. He changes it up a little bit. He has to. It's a movie, but yeah. And I like that he's bringing back the Dark Phoenix saga. And
yeah, me too.
Hopefully he'll do it right. And I'm assuming, based on circumstantial evidence, that's what's going to happen. Is she's going to become the Dark Phoenix at the end of the movie, and that's the only way that she's able to beat Apocalypse.
Well, I don't know yet. We have to see, because Wolverine does appear in the movie. He might be.
What's a theory? It's a theory. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Yeah. All right. Besides that, guys, I will be back tomorrow because I think everybody went to sleep tonight. So we are going to be catch up with all our shows tomorrow, especially the Wolverine's cast. So stay tuned for that. Again, have a good night. Take care. Bye for now.